Okay. I don't know what in the heck he did all this wiring, but there's a ground that's shorted somewhere that's hot, apparently. But that one's a good ground. I just found that. And I don't know why the starter's not working, but... Oh, let's do it again. You ready? Only knocking a little. We ready?
We're ready.
Alright, so we got the D150 running, kinda. We found some electrical gremlins, but not all of them. I can't crank it with the key. It won't do it. But I got my power probe. Oh, got my power probe, so I can crank it with the power probe. And I took it down the road, and it ran. It knocks really bad. It has no cooling system on it. We don't have a drive belt on it. But we're gonna do a burnout. We're gonna try to do a burnout. So the motor may come apart, I don't know. But we're gonna back it out on the road, we're gonna do a burnout. So let's... All right, come on, buddy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crew Cab Dart YouTube channel. As you saw in the little intro there, I got this old jalopy of a truck running. Well, let me introduce you to the truck over here. We have a prime 1993 Dodge D150. She's originally powered by a 318, and it's a 5-speed, which makes it, you know, pretty cool. But as you saw, the old 318 that's in it, not very healthy. I'm thinking something, maybe a valve's hitting a piston, maybe it's got a rod knock, I don't know, but we're gonna fix it. That won't fix it, but we're gonna fix it like right. That's also not gonna fix it. That was a good can. But no, like really, we're gonna fix it. Like, we're gonna really fix it. That's not gonna fix it. No, we have a plan, okay? We know the little 318 is hurt. We know she's not in good shape. I've built small blocks, you know. We got one in the Dart, we got a 360 in the Dart, we got a 318 in the Valiant. I wanna try something different. So let me show you what we got going in this thing over here. This, is that
a big block Chevy?
That's a Vortec 454. But that's not going in it. I'm trying to make more power than that. No, we have a 5.7 Hemi. We're going to be putting a 5.7 Hemi in the old 93 over there. This motor, I bought a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I pulled the engine out of it. It had a common lifter and cam failure. And we're going to go through, we're going to put a cam in it. We're going to go through the engine, double check, make everything's good. It was a runner when I pulled it out, so I know it had good oil pressure. I know it ran. But we're going to go through the engine, and we're going to be putting this 5.7 in that truck. But before we could put this 5.7 in that truck, we gotta get this old 318 out.
I'm ready.
So
you ready?
Let's get this thing out of there.
Let's do it.
So on the old 93 here, the fella that had the truck before me was already in the process of pulling the engine out. So like the wiring harness is just kind of there, and he's already cut some power steering lines. He's already cut some heater lines, the radiator hoses, the AC lines. The hood's off of it. It's in the bed. The cowl is off of it. The wiper motor's off. I really don't know why all this is off of it. The grill is held on by 2 screws. So most of it honestly is off. I do think all we'll have to do is unbolt the exhaust, do the motor mounts, and do the bell housing bolts. So what do you think?
Easy peasy.
So we'll get to it. We'll pull the rest of the harness out of the way. It looks like it's got a nice blue distributor cap back there, so we may save on that. Try to sell that thing, get a little money back, help fund the project here. But
$2.
yeah, it's worth at least $1.
Maybe
$1.
Might spit shine it, make it look a little better.
How you like my injector connector? It's pretty good. But yeah, don't run good. It doesn't really operate well, so we're gonna get her out of there. We got the wired harness out of it, and we did a little pull apart style engine removal on the fuel lines back here. Not going to reuse those, so just took a bolt cutter to them since they were seized up. I couldn't get the clamps to come undone. But since the other fella graciously already cut our power steering lines and all our heater lines and all our coolant, I mean everything is cut. So now I do believe all we're going to have to do is go up in the air, grab the rest of the transmission harness, motor mount bolts. We'll probably take a sawzall to the exhaust. Maybe it'll be ready to come out. So we'll go up in there with it. I really don't think this truck is rusty, but I've never been under it, so I don't know what really to expect. It looks like the frame has been painted black, at least in the wheel well area, so we may have a show truck here. The tires look good. Oh, well, the underside of it looks like a truck. So this thing, I do believe from the information I've gathered, I took the little tag off. This should be an NV4500, and being a 93, it'll be the first style of NV4500, and I believe it's going to have a 19 spline input shaft. That's one of the reasons we're pulling the engine out, is so I can confirm that it has a 19 spline input shaft and order a clutch for it. The rest of the truck really don't seem to be in too bad a shape. This don't look good. I don't think that's going to handle much abuse. This also does not look good. That's a wow. Wow. Look at that. Wow. That's pretty good. I do believe this is a 9 1/4. It's the big rear end. I think it's a 9 1/4. I'm not sure. The brakes actually work surprisingly good, and the tires look really good. Let's see. 10 of 22. 10th week of 22. So fairly new tires on this rig. Just a little dirt and grime. Cab corners, solid. Like really solid, actually. It's a pretty solid old truck. Just slightly abused, I'd say. I don't know who put the exhaust together, but there's not a weld on it. I think we're just going to cut the exhaust with a Sawzall and not even attempt to take a bolt out, because I'm not going to reuse it anyway. Got to snag some of these bell housing bolts and these motor mount bolts, and I think we'll be ready to come out with this rig.
Good God.
You got a hole in it?
Yes. There we go. I probably have to go in. Hey.
Hey.
Where's your eye protection?
Safety squints.
What was holding that on?
Hopes and dreams, because there wasn't a clamp inside. And it looks like there's just wire there.
Oh, I noticed earlier the tailpipe same way. And look how they had it facing. Look.
This is a quick disconnect exhaust system.
Not a tack weld anywhere to be seen. It's like if Legos made a truck.
What? What? And you're,
Missing bolts?
yeah.
Well, it's got 2 of them.
Yeah, it needs 2 more.
Needs 4 more. Well, we didn't stick a trailer to this yet.
That's why you leave the towing to a professional.
I am professional.
Just hold it
It's
in there.
just kind of stuck in there. Yeah.
That's all she wrote, huh?
That's all she wrote. She's about to come out for the final time.
No longer will be an old,
Never
wore
go-
out 318 truck.
Never to go back in.
Yep. Unless the project miserably fails and I abandon ship.
No. We ain't quitters around here, so.
Amen. Keep her going up. All right. Forwards. Pump it up a little. Okay.
Get the whole truck up.
See that.
You need to pull it off the side of it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
Push back. Wow, what are the odds of that?
What? Oh,
That-
did it hang on something?
That ground is trapped between the front and the chain. We got to take it off on the firewall. There she is. Runs good. $1,000 or best offer. Right?
That's a big OBO.
That looks like a 19 spline input shaft. So now I know what clutch to order. Now I just got to do a little cleaning. And then the Hemi goes in. Okay, so you guys saw we got the 318 out of the old 93 here. And we're going to be doing some preparations to get the Hemi in place. So I've done a bunch of research on doing this swap. One thing I know is that brake booster is going to be tight, but it will work. A common thing people do for brake booster to valve cover clearance is they'll take a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton brake booster for the same year model truck, and it is a smaller diameter, bolt right in place, and give you more clearance, but that one will work. Another thing that I'm doing with this build is I'm going to be using the, I guess, I'm going to be using the Buchillion. Is that how you say it? Pretty sure that's how you say it. The Buchillion engine mounts for the Hemi N93 here. You know, Holley makes mounts for them. It moves everything forwards. But being as we're going to be using the stock transmission, the stock NV4500 that's in the 93, I figured it would be a lot easier to just keep everything in the same position, not have to move everything forward. So I'm going to be using those mounts. I plan to use the Hooker Blackheart headers if they'll ever ship and come in. I'm going to try to use this whole Jeep accessory drive. So I do know that there's clearance issues with the alternator from what I've seen. They make a mount that brings it way up here, but it's like $300 something. So from what I've gathered, you can notch the frame a little and that alternator will clear. So we're going to try that. If not, we'll see what we got to do. For management, that is a surprise. We'll get into management here, maybe next video, don't know. Maybe the video after that. But I do know this is pretty much all for this video. I just wanted to kind of introduce the truck a little bit. You know, it's nothing really special, but it's a 5-speed. I got it by trading an engine for it. I traded a 318 Magnum for that whole truck, and it's been sitting in my backyard. I'm like, you know what, let's do something with it. And I scored that whole Hemi vehicle pretty cheap, and I've been parting it out. And I'm not too much money in the whole project, even with all the parts ordered, because of all my parting out. So, I mean, we're gonna just see what we can do. A little budget build, if you would say. With the Hemi, though, next video you'll see us going into the Hemi. I do have I have a comp cam for it. I have springs. I have a whole MDS delete kit. I've got a bunch of stuff. We'll be locking out the VVT. We'll be doing all kind of stuff to it. So stay tuned for all that. Hey, hope you guys are interested in this series here. I'm gonna try to try to do it up pretty good. Do it the best of my ability. So I appreciate all you guys for watching. We'll see you later.